Okay, so hello. This is Shadow Realm 9. So basically, I made a game, and the basic premise is it's like an MMO and it's like an RPG. It's not an MMORPG, but it's also like Mega Man. So, you know, it's pretty cool. It's gonna be a pretty epic game. But it's also a sequel to an older game I made. Actually, it's the alpha version of an old game I made. I'm going to call the old version of it the pre-alpha, retroactively. But this is the alpha version of the game, and basically, it's taken me how many days to get here? About five days. And so far I'll tell you what I've added and what I've recreated from the original that was made in GameMaker. This is made in C and using SDL2, which means it's going to be really hard to make any actually, never mind about that. Anyways, what I've made in the past like 5 days or something is I got all the entities working basically, and they have pretty fast collisions because they're all split into chunks basically. So entities will only do collision detection with entities within their chunk. As you can see, I have a HUD showing up. It does load the levels, and I do kind of have player collisions working, but they're a bit buggy. But they're better than the original, and the original, I don't know, walls are just a suggestion, I guess. So, I have teleports working as well, and you can, like, you know, teleport. What teleporters, you know, normally do. Not all teleporters work. You have to tell the game that there's a teleporter there. That's just the tile, it's not the actual teleporter, so I could put a tile there and it doesn't necessarily have to be a teleporter. Also I have money for teleporters, so some of them cost actual coins. Oh yeah, and see, I'm not teleporting, you have to jump out to teleport back in. I guess I can, yeah, I like these slimes. They look cool. This one's having a seizure over here. Yeah, when they get stuck in blocks, they like to have seizures. Yeah, I could talk about the original game. Actually, I might record the original game in a few seconds as like a comparison. So, this is what the new version looks like. You'll notice it's an okay resolution, I guess. But yeah, there's a lot of places from the original so far. But this is only like maybe a fourth of the original game. So I'll be back with the older version in like a second. So as you can see in the first game, or the pre-alpha, multiplayer kind of had a big emphasis and role, mostly because the game's just way more fun with other people, but I think that goes for most games. But yeah, you know, from the very start I kind of wanted to have just, you know, multiplayer. You can also see the collisions in this version are absolutely terrible. Well, I don't know, they're about on par with the new version. I'll have to fix them later, but I'm just trying to get something working at least, so, yeah, but your view is way smaller. Let me actually show you how small the view is. Okay, so this is actually how small it looks like if you're just looking at the screen you're playing on out of the 4 screens you can look at. And I just died. Stupid freaking game. Okay. This is embarrassing. Okay. The game actually runs like crap if it's running on anything except my PC, like my main PC. I made it on my laptop with some of my friends like forever ago, and it ended up getting really laggy. But this is what it looks like in, you know, this version of the game, the pre-alpha. It's actually more featureful right now than the alpha, but whatever. But you know, you have some enemies, and there is no clip, so I can't no clip in this. But all the places are still here, like ta-da! And here's actually where you get potions and stuff, which is pretty cool. But I'm just gonna go back. I think you can walk faster in this version. I'll have to check, but you can also go in that house I showed you earlier, if I can get there soon enough. Or I could just die too, I mean, whatever. Yeah, but the house looks a lot bigger in this because viewport's so small. But yeah, that's basically the progress on the game so far. I've got a lot of the hard stuff out of the way, except the only harder thing I have left, like, that's going to be really difficult to code, is the networking. I have everything set up so that it can be networked, kind of future-proof for the networking, which will be going on in a day or two. So it's still going to be pretty difficult though to do, so, but yeah, that's the game.